Rome was prosecuting
Did you hear me, Domina? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else. Our departure was very sudden, I know. But do not dwell on the past. Better to focus on what's coming at you. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer. Indeed. In his defense, there are many islands on this sea. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. You do have a way of speaking to people's emotions. You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his timely...
You found your sea legs quickly, Domina.
You handled the sea better than most. The timing was fortunate, but there is no need to thank me. Please, call me Kaiser, if it's not too familiar. Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements. You will, of course, not participate in the war in any capacity. You are a woman. The war camp of Lucullus is the safest possible place for you. Trust me, you will be treated with utmost respect. One word of advice. I know Lucullus is a friend of your family, but remember, he is the consul. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men.
I heard she's running from a senator who wants her dead.
Shh, Solway.
Keep your voice down.
It is a pleasure. I am Gaius Julius Caesar. Not at all. But keep in mind, I'm not the most experienced soldier either. If you don't play an important part, you will be torn apart. My father used to say. I guess that was his way of telling me to be brave, and hopefully...
What is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
Hmm? What? Yes, Geminus. So, I'm a little preoccupied. Ah, thank you. I work hard to keep her in good condition. We should be at our destination just after midday, so please enjoy the rest of your journey. Wait. Ah, shit. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram!
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you're as formidable a woman as Lucullus said. Gaius, are you all right?
I'm fine, Centurio.
Form up! Let's get these pirates off our ship!
I'm going the other way.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Up there!
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
people are so weak. This is all too easy. Howl like the dog you are.
You're deadly with that thing. I've lived other lives before this one.
You're all idiots! We're going to die!
Glass, we're nearly done.
Back to Neptune's asshole, barbarians!
The Triarchus run us straight into the pirate ambush, Spearman. Allow me to execute him right here and right now. This traitor must be working with them. I will make him pay for his betrayal.
It is quite unusual for pirates to attack any ship, let alone a heavily armed Roman galley. They prefer to attack lightly defended coastal towns instead. It's less risky and more profitable.
Well,
Geminos, you steered us into a trap.
what do you have to say for yourself?
I had nothing to do with it, I promise. They came out of nowhere.
Silence! You utter nonsense! By Mars, it is the sea! How can anyone come from nowhere?
We cannot execute a man based on no evidence. Besides, we need our Triarchus to make it safely ashore.
What do you say, kid? What do you think we should do? I'm just a humble Canturio, albeit a particularly well-dressed one. Lucullus has greater plans for you. Your father's dead. The time to rely on others to make difficult decisions for you is gone.
We are close to our destination, and we can reach it without him. If there is a possibility that he is working with the enemy, we cannot risk to let him live. Mercy, doubt, hesitation. These are all openings that the enemy can exploit to kill you.
We are, many of us, important people, on our way to join the action against Lesbos. Is it not conceivable that the rebels heard of us? The Kingdom of Pontus is known to sponsor pirates, to harass and weaken Rome.
Very well. We shall spare his life. But remember, mercy is a luxury you will not always be able to...
A wise choice, my friend.
Thank you. If you ever again need the help of a skilled navigator, I am at your service.
Rowers, up the tempo! And keep your eyes open. Gentlemen, Domina, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean. An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. with an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their
We shall find a way to limit this
You think like an... Alright, people. This is Lucullus' war camp. You've been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see? The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry. A word.
Shall I leave you alone, Domini?
Stay, Zoe. Your help might be necessary. Shifty? No, I want to make sure we're on the same page. You're not here to fight. Of course.
How long are they going to keep us here? It's driving me crazy.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully.
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris. By Jupiter. You are just as beautiful as your mother. This is the unique young woman I was telling you about, Thermos.
Unique, you say? Look, I understand you feel indebted to her father, but...
I don't want to hear but. You must trust me on this. She will be a great asset to my speculatoris. A special cohort assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
Who told you that? Listen. Claudiana is protective as a mother should be, but I know how your father raised you. You will not be best served by wandering this camp aimlessly for the duration of my campaign. Your skills make you far too valuable an asset to waste like that. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Julius Calidus of my legion Speculatoris. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions. You have nothing to fear from Julius Calidus. I know him well. If you are fast, you may yet play a part in that. But for the assault to succeed, you must prove yourself, and you will be able to name your companions. However, you will want Calidus on your team. That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Regaining control of the Aegaeum Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' Wait, are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, visit my smith Sextus and get yourself properly equipped.
Solway. Interesting. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, I shall try to be as... Indeed. Staying in Rome became, shall we say, like you, I've never been to Lesbos before. I did my homework, though. Lesbos is one of the most important islands on this sea. Some location, I would guess. The island has countless coves and natural harbors for pirate ships to hide in. Not to mention the massive fortress. Be that as it may, their position here is superior. Mytilene is right next to the sea, and their fleet brings them supplies constantly. Of course. Does it matter? For the sake of this discussion, let us say he was a traitor. In the end, we are triumphant and the pirates are dead. The Triarchus, if indeed he worked with them, now knows he picked the wrong side. In a war like this, allegiances are rarely about ideology. The common person wants nothing more than to be on the winning side, and we have shown Geminus that the winning side is ours. Fascinating, isn't it? The Legion can build a fortified camp like this almost overnight. Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. Your caution is well placed, but the sensitivity of the matter is rather personal in nature. I have tried pursuing a solution myself, but I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. I'm reasonably sure the journal might be misplaced, but I find this to be improbable since I write regularly. The Centurio is called Agrippa, I think. He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there. I thought perhaps you could, needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate...
We're in the middle of something, Domina. What do you want? This? Ah, but this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew. Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again? For this worthless drivel?
What are you doing walking around with weapons like that, girl? The only thing that confuses me is wait, help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need. I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's Centuriones. You'll have to bring your own materials.
Salwe. I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well, you may ask. And I may ask, your name is unusual. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it because I have fought and defeated many beasts. I was born in Mauritania, but I am a Roman citizen. Until I undertook this voyage, I fought every single day in the arena. But wars? This will be my first. I recommend you to not die. Honor matters little. He who stands tall in the end will always be the winner. They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator. But I don't understand. This is my first time seeing a senator outside of the spectator stands. Then, from what I have heard, we are in good hands. It will be an honor to fight for such a man. He will fail again and cause the death of someone you care about.
Domina. I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my to save your life, of course. She firmly believes the Witelli sending you here was the best course of action. That is a practical outlook. But be careful that you don't focus so much on your ultimate goal that you miss important lessons or experiences along the way. Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's. He is now the closest thing besides a good one. Thank you.
Solway, I see you have successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you paid out of your own pocket? I don't let no one ever say Gaius Julius. One last question before that is the
We might be at the wrong spot.
Lucullus is clearly...
That's a very
Hey!
Calm down. I am Julius Calidus of the Occulta Speculator. All right, great Prima. See that warehouse? Unfortunately, the moment we move into that warehouse, they will sound the alarm. So, we should be quick. By the time anyone comes from the city, there's a small camp of sentries just down this hill.
Then the ones inside the warehouse will hear the fighting and be ready for it.
You have touched the matter with a needle.
Look alive! The Romans are here! How did they get so close?
Roman crafts!
We'll face them together! Follow me! I shall rise again.
This is it! Just one more!
Get up, Dabat.
You'd better finish me off, or I'll be back for you! Hercules, the enemy is upon us!
You must try harder. those bastards!
Impressive.
This is all too easy.
starting in entirely new places. I'm about to answer so...
I'm not going to die here, that's for sure.
Save it for the training ring. One left. Disappointing.
Fight is lost! Retreat!
Be careful with those jars. The liquid inside is highly volatile. It'll make quick work of those ships. Kill anyone who discovers you. We can't allow any distractions.
Spoken like a true warrior.
I agree. Let's get on.